But we start with our star, and we see several bright active regions. We'll get looks at the sunspots in a minute. The X-class solar flare erupted from the southern incoming group, the same region that produced a sizable CME 3 days ago. Solar wind and geomagnetic conditions are quiet, so let's go to diagnosing that solar flare. We'll see it here at the southern incoming group, flare rating of X1, impulsive rather than long duration, and as many of you have already determined, a confined plasma violence rather than an eruptive one. The lower chromospheric emission was not accompanied by a coronal mass ejection, leaving the radio blackout as the only real Earth effects of this space weather event. We'll see it again here. No plasma erupted. It was contained within the active region, and we can also see that here as the coronal material above remains and is not blown out in the flare event. We will continue monitoring the active region as well as several other sunspot groups which largely developed to more complex levels over the last day. Eyes on the sun. Speaking of which, very happy to see how informative last night's video was for so many of you. We broke down one of the many graphics from our latest book, detailing the pre-micronova dimming to flash and particle bombardment to impactors. Check it out if you missed it. Up next, folks, Mercury is going to conjoin the sun tonight, coming directly between us and our star, and we can see it on SOHO, the faster moving object coming in here for the planetary alignment. Hello, little guy. Our top story today is yet another prediction of the peak of this sunspot cycle based on what we've seen so far. Not surprising, they are predicting a more powerful sunspot maximum than we had the last cycle, expected to peak in July 2025. We are surely entering the maximum period now, and this means we've got a couple years of fun on the sun coming up here. We greatly appreciate your support. Folks, take